They are not just teammates. They are not just basketball players. Latin Clark and Lexie are writing what it means to be a duo in the WNBA. On the court, they are deadly. Off the court, they are hilarious, unpredictable, and impossible not to root for. From viral drive-through clips to emotional Rocket of the Year celebrations, these two have built a bond that feels bigger than basketball, and trust me, once you see how deep this friendship runs, you will understand why fans can't get enough. From day one, Catholic Leg refused to act like a rookie. She did not walk in shy, looking to blend in. She walked in with energy, the kind of energy that made veterans sit up and take notice. Practice felt sharper. Scrimmage grew more competitive. Who saw it immediately if Lex team wasn't winning at a drain? She wasn't letting it slide. She was going to do everything in her power to figure it out and win. But here is where things get more interesting. White Leg brought fire and competitiveness. She also brought belief or noticed of something about Leg most fans overlook. She does not just hype herself up, she lifts everyone around her. If all missed a shot, Clark would immediately tell her, "You got the next one." That is little push kept teammates confident, hungry, and ready to fight. It wasn't just about highlights, it was about culture, and that culture was built on trust. Flash forward to Clark's Rookie of the Year celebration, confetti flying, the media shouting, the basketball world going crazy. But the message that mattered most, it wasn't from a sponsor, it wasn't from the league, it was from Lexie. Oh, hey Latin, congrats on Rocket of the Year. You earned this. I'm so proud of you. Simple, genial, and unforgettable. In a league full of rivalries and big time competition, those words stood out. They reminded everyone watching that this wasn't just about basketball, it was about friendship, and that friendship showed up again when the rules reversed. On her birthday, Latin Clark pulled off one of the funniest locker room moments of the year. Practice had just wrapped up, but Clark wasn't done. She belt out the most off-key rendition of Happy Birthday you ever heard. Mid-song, she literally lifted all into the air, while teammates doubled over laughing. It was chaotic, hilarious, and poor. Clark, being the holy rookie of the team, could have been lonely, but instead, Clark turned it into entertainment, and in the moment, everyone realized she wasn't just bringing talent, she was bringing joy. Of course, no modern sports view is complete without viral clips, and Catholic Clark and Leslie all have delivered. Take their legendary drive through stop at Swick. What should have been an ordinary soda run turned a TikTok classic as they pull up the walker recognized Clark instantly. Just two teammates cracking up in a car like normal 20 somethings, and that is the secret. Fans did not just connect to the highlights, they connect to the moment that remind them athletes are human too. But this friendship did not just stay inside the Fever locker room together. Clark and her started popping up everyone in Indiana. At the court games, they weren't just quite spectators. They were high-fiving fans, hyping up the crowd, and bringing the same competitive energy to football and they do on the basketball court. At a Jordan Davis concert, they shocked everyone by opening stage and singing along, turning the country show into a fever fan event. At a charity golf tournament, they swapped basketball for clubs, but they kept the competitiveness alive. Clark nearly drained a hole in one who jogged the entire time, and fans lined up for autographies and selfies. The takeaway, those two did not just show up. The light of a room, stadium or stage they walked into. Here's the art of the story. Beyond the jokes, the viral clips, and the hype, there is a foundation of respect. The mutual respect has fueled both their growth, and that is why the fever chemistry looks like something special. Of course, it hasn't all been smooth sailing. Social media can be brutal. Every game, every shot, every mistake get set online. All admit it is not easy. Everyone says don't read it, but in reality, every athlete does. So how do they survive it? By leaning on each other, or says the team has built a support system where the only voices that matters are the ones inside the locker room. If one of them gets dragged online, the others are there to remind them of the positives. The kind of unity that keeps players grounded in a league. But Back to the fun stuff, because if there is one thing that makes Clark and Neil special, it is how their friendship shows in the smallest moments. At the end of the day, Clark and Leslie are proving something bigger than wins and stars. They are showing the world that basketball is not just about rivalries or record. It is about friendship, laughter, and moments fans will never forget. They are not just teammates, they are duo that embodies everything great about sports, passion, talent, joy, and trust. And why their highlight reels will keep glowing, it is off-court chemistry that makes them unforgettable. And so now it is your turn. What is your favorite Clark and who moment? Drop it in the comment section. Hit the like button and make sure you are subscribed with notifications so you don't miss the next story, because with Clark and Leslie Ho, the ride is just getting started.